I was 14, my mom got into a motorcycle accident. My dad was in and out of prison, and I didn't have anybody. I went from like hotel to hotel until it finally ended in the riverbed. It was just a series of bad events, one after another.
I started using drugs, and little by little, I just deteriorated. I mean, I lost everything. I went from having a house and cars to living in an apartment, to living in a room, to living in a hotel room, to living in my car, to a garage, and then back to my car.
My mom sexually abused me. I was mentally, physically abused if I didn't do the things that she asked of me.
I've always been homeless since I was a child, so it felt normal for me to always be in different places and people's couches.
I was in and out of foster homes. I didn't know how much homelessness impacted my life until now.
Being homeless was humiliating.
Making it feel like I could make it through, like I just couldn't. I felt like I was tired all the time. I couldn't do it by myself, and I didn't really know any other way.
There was a point in time where I had started working, and just knowing that I had to go sleep in my car was like, oh God. Sorry. It was very, I didn't want to clock out. I remember I didn't want to leave from work because I know I had nowhere to stay, nowhere to sleep.
I had 4 children at the time, and we lived in and out of hotels. We would stay at friends' homes. We started sleeping in the van. It was unbearable.
There were often times when I needed to go to the bathroom, and most public places get to know who homeless people are and don't let them use the facilities. So I would need to do that outside.
So you don't get treated like a human. You don't really have very much support. You don't have anybody to believe in you. There's no one really to help you try and climb out of the hole that you dug yourself into.
I've never really had like a family to be able to like say, hey, I need help. So I think being a single parent and not having anybody, it's very difficult, and a lot of people, take that for granted.
I just felt like I couldn't live another day the way I was. It was really miserable. And as much as I love my kids, I knew I wasn't being a good mom at the time.
The last time I was in a warehouse with my 2 children, and I was hiding them, trying to take them to school every morning, and I had just had enough.
Over the last 21 years, Colette's Children's Home has provided housing and supportive services to over 5,000 homeless women and children. Founded in 1998, the agency now owns and operates 17 emergency, transitional, and permanent housing sites with the capacity to serve up to 300 homeless women and children in our shelters at any given time.
The homing feeling, and still have the support that we need, and not have to really worry that I'm going to be on the street tomorrow.
I've never had support like Colette's. I had a case manager who actually took interest in me and wanted me to do better. And that's all she wanted. She didn't want anything else.
It's okay, because I feel safe. I feel safe and I feel grateful. And, being able to be sober has, given me this, God blessed me with an opportunity to either do it or not. And you can't come into this program halfway. In Colette's Children's Home, it's all in or nothing. And I've realized that, they gave me the opportunity to come back.
Clients in our program receive not only housing, but also supportive services, such as weekly life skill classes, food cards, bus passes, access to our job center, food pantry and donations room, and a dedicated case manager to help them work towards their goals and objectives. Our goal for our clients is to achieve self-sufficiency through employment, increased knowledge, and a support system so they can transition from homelessness to stable, independent housing.
Even though we require all the women to work while they're here, they don't have to have a job coming in. We assist them with that. We assist them with finding employment, and we work hard to make them more successful when they leave here.
They showed me how to be self-sufficient, how to work through my brokenness, the life skills that we have on Wednesday nights at Colette's Children's Home really helped me. I mean, everything from cooking healthy meals to finances to positive communication to parenting skills. I mean, you name it, and there was a meeting that touched on those issues that I really needed help with.
Like everything that I've really been struggling with, it's almost like my need has been anticipated in a way by staff.
It's good to have that structure, especially when you're coming from being homeless. You're down and you really need somebody to just pick up those pieces and be like, okay, I'm gonna hold you until you get here and then I'm gonna let you go. If I hadn't come here, I would not have been able to do that.
Everybody here is a family, you all help each other out. So I think that's one of the best things that is here. It's if I'm having a hard day, I can go to my caseworker and I'll vent to her. Even though she's really busy, she'll be like, but you still got it, you got it, you're going.
It's that joy of getting a mom and her kids out of their car, getting a single woman off the streets, bringing them into a home, and they're so happy and they're so grateful. And then again, seeing them succeed with getting a job after they haven't had one in so many years, getting their own places. There's just so many aspects that are just so wonderful.
I recently graduated from California State University, Fullerton, with my bachelor's degree in psychology. And I got accepted for a master's degree program at Vanguard in organizational psychology.
Now I work for the Salvation Army, and I'm in the anti-human trafficking division, and I work at a safe house that helps get girls away from their traffickers. It's really amazing that I get to help back, and it's a really rewarding job.
I work at Colette's Children's Home. I'm the intake coordinator, phone screener, with plans on moving up. I get to help women that were just in the same position as me, and I get it. So it's just nice to have that bond with them and to help them like I was helped.
Everything from the playground to the park benches that are outside. I mean, I know all that all has to come from somewhere. And even if it's just the littlest bit of help, I mean, we appreciate everything.
Your contribution to the program helps a lot of women, whether you see them or if you don't. If you can see them walking down the street or when you're getting off the freeway, all the money that you can provide, even if it's just $1, it helps the organization a lot, and it helps the kids have a bed to sleep in and the moms to have a roof over their head for their children. So anything helps. So thank you for all of your support.
We believe in walking with our clients on their journey, focusing on both the physical and emotional needs of our clients so they have the ability to create a better future for themselves and their children. All of this can be accomplished with the support of caring and compassionate people like you. Perfectly said by Charles Dickens, "No one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of another."